I would just love for you, as the mom of my beautiful 8-year-old, to share your journey.
So Ellie has never slept through the night. She was 3 weeks early. She was born at 37 weeks, and she was only 3 pounds 14 ounces when she was born. And because of that, kind of lacked, like, it just took her a little while to gain strength and learn how to feed. And I think because of all of it, that like impacted how she started out and with her jaw development, and then was just always compensating for that. And then she never slept through the night ever, even up to age 7. Maybe I could count a handful of nights throughout her entire life. And we were exhausted, she was exhausted. I knew she was mouth breathing, but then she started complaining when she was probably 5 years old about chronic stomach pain. And so then we thought maybe it was like heartburn, we thought maybe it was celiac. We went to her PCP, got x-rays, got blood tests, got referred to a GI specialist, went to an ENT specialist. Everyone just kept passing us along, and she even got an endoscopy, like went under anesthesia and got an endoscopy because we thought maybe it was a gluten allergy, maybe she had celiac, and that's why she was having the tummy issues. And everything came back totally fine. And then eventually we ended up getting connected with a myofunctional therapist because I had heard that the jaw development could impact things. And I knew that that was part of like her chronic stuffiness, her mouth breathing, cavities, everything. Still, that's more than you should have at that age. So when we saw the myofunctional therapist, I told her the history, and then I also mentioned the stomach issues. And she was saying that because jaw development can impact how you chew, that maybe if you are eating food that's not broken down enough, it can overproduce stomach acid. So we just had a laundry list of issues, and the myofunctional therapist referred us to Dr. Honda, and that's what got us connected to the ALF. And like immediately, she's been sleeping through the night. Immediately, like immediate change. One of those things. We had gone to chiropractor. I mean, we had done everything, and it was even within like the first few weeks of having the ALF, she's sleeping better than she's ever slept. She still has some occasional stomach discomfort, but nothing like she used to have. And it's still a work in progress, like she's still developing. So it's really been a life-changing thing for us.
Wow.
Yeah. And for her, yeah.
Yeah, I see her. I see her completely demeanor and relaxation. And the
dark circles under the eyes. Yep.
Down.
Yep, absolutely.
I have a question for you. What was that moment when you felt you weren't getting the answers around the stomach stuff? What was that moment that made you trust the myofunctional route? And like, if you were to go back in that moment and think about all of the things that led you to trust that path.
I knew this, it didn't make sense that there were 5 different things going wrong with her. I knew that it was all connected. And I even said to the ENT, she's got all these different things going on and being shuttled from specialist to specialist, and nobody has any answers. And I said, I just know it must be all connected, right? Like the body talks to each other.
Yeah, it does.
And he said, well, no, that's not how it works. And I, as my mom likes to say, I'm sorry, this is crass, but she says, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. I just know, like, I knew it was all connected. And so when the myofunctional therapy kind of had this like this explanation of, I knew it was all connected to how, her strength and suction and just what an important start that is. So yeah, I think it just like intuitively really made sense. And
Yeah.
you know, it's expensive, you know, it is
Mhm.
it's a big investment, but
Mhm.
I think you pay now or you pay later, and I would much rather be addressing the root cause and the nervous system and all of that and her quality of life instead of just kind of mechanically maneuvering things. I mean, there may be a time and place for that, but
And I think if you when you pay later, you're paying for the maneuvering,
yes.
which is symptom reduction.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a place for that. But I think it's
Right.
second. So.
Right. It's in addition to, and I've just noticed, yeah, her quality of life, her energy, her irritability, her everything has just her
And that-
joy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank